isolated event. It was built up to. When we were out there, I climbed up an oak tree, maybe 30 feet, and the loggers came around, and they're always saying, other people shouldn't be out here. This is a dangerous situation. But those loggers brought their kids out there to chase us around. These kids are 15 to 20 years old, and they're the goon squad. They're in charge of chasing us up the trees and running us down. They run after you like a pack of dogs, screaming, "Kill the nigger!" And get him! And then any kind of racial comment they can slur at you. And anyways, I'm up in this 30-foot oak tree, and the goon squad's down below watching me, making sure I can't come down. And the logger comes over and puts a wedge cut in the tree that I'm sitting in. And then he cuts half the back side off. After he's cut trees all around me that have almost hit the tree that I'm sitting in. And then he leaves me there for the rest of the day while Carl Anderson, the head of PL security, sits up on the road and watches me and smirks and smiles all day long. The sheriffs never came, so they never came to get me out of the tree. And then a couple days later, I climb up another tree. And the loggers come along, running down the hill, and the younger one grabs him. I guess he comes up the hill because I'm not that far, and he's got this momentum coming down the hill, and he grabs onto my legs and ties a rope around them, and then he's holding this rope, pulling me down so I can't go up any higher. And I'm girth hitching up this tree, so I'm just attached to it by ropes. And then the big logger, comes up, and he climbs up the tree, and he grabs onto me, and he cuts all my safety lines off. So all I'm doing there is hanging on this guy's arm, up maybe 20 feet in the tree, while he climbs down with the other arm. And then he gets maybe 10 feet, and he drops me down to the other logger. And then they put this leash around my waist and tie my arms behind my back and drag me up to the road, and then they duct tape my feet and leave me lying there on the road. They're all watching me for maybe 4 hours until the police come, and Carl Anderson comes along, and he unties me and locks me to his car. And there's another guy, Nature Boy, he's up in another tree, and Carl Anderson is instructing the loggers. PL Security is instructing the loggers how to do pain compliance holds on activists while they're in the tree. And so the loggers climb up the tree after him, and they start, and we want to tie him up, we want to be able to lower him down to the ground, but he's holding onto the tree, and so they punch him in the stomach while he's 60 feet up to get him so they can tie a rope around his stomach, and then they tie his hands behind his back. So he's balanced on a branch up at the top of this tree, and they're going to lower him down to the ground. And he says, no, I want to climb down. They said, no, we're tying your feet up. We're tying you all up so we can lower you down. And he persuades them that he can climb down by himself. And other guys, they put pain compliance holds on people while they're in the tree to make them come down. And another guy had to leap from a small tree that he was sitting in to avoid being hit by a tree that was falling. The logger knew he was there. He said, this one's going to need a stretcher right before he fell the tree. He obviously knew he was there. These are mean guys out there.
Daryl is going to tell us a little bit about that and sing a song.